what is up, you guys? DINO back here. Welcome back to another session of Chill Time with DINO. Before I start, I just want to say sorry that there hasn't been any videos up at all this week. I have been trying to record this episode, the last episode of Cry Fear, a few different times, but it just keeps on crashing at a certain point. And another thing, I have to get a new recording software for my games because it broke for some reason after I updated my, if you guys don't know, I use XSplit Broadcaster, and after I updated it, it worked like it was new, everything went fine, but just recently, every time I open it up, the whole screen goes black, like it shows I'm recording it, and I tested out to see if it worked. I went to record it to see if it still showed anything, and it did in the video, but I accidentally canceled out the Cry Free thing for it to record, and whenever I hit to record a new thing, I have to enlarge the screen, but it just shows like a black screen for the whole thing, so videos won't be going up for a little while. If I can figure out which one to download, which one actually works soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, I don't know, but what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do these videos every 2 weeks instead of every month. That's if I can come up with a topic every 2 weeks. I mean, it should be pretty easy. I mean, next month I am doing music. I tried to do it before, but then I think that's when I did superheroes, or I don't remember. I forgot what I did last time. Well, please text me. Hi. Gotta do this quick. Anyways, on this, half month of the session of Showtime with Dino, we're going to be talking about movies. I'm going to be talking about my favorite genre of movies. I'm going to be talking about my favorite movies in general. And after this video, I want you guys to leave a comment below letting me know what is your favorite horror movie, or what is your favorite movie genre, and what is your favorite movie in general. Now, my favorite genre of movies is horror movies. Oh my god, horror movies has a special place in my heart. I started watching horror movies when I was like 5 years old. Yes, can you imagine a little 5-year-old getting the shit scared out of him watching Freddy Krueger stab a bunch of people in their dreams. I remember one night when I was really younger at one of my mom's old ex-boyfriend's houses. I was about 8 or somewhere between 7 and 9 years old. I remember I went over his house. This was like the first or second time that I was over there, and we would always spend the night over there. But he had the entire, and this is before the remake, I should let you know, he had every single Nightmare on Elm Street movie, from like 1 all the way to New Nightmare. I forgot the title of like the last Freddy Krueger movie before the remake, and I remember I stayed up all night watching every single Nightmare on Elm Street movie. It was the best thing that I ever did. Oh my god. Oops, am I still recording? Yep, I'm fine. Oops. Yep, I'm fine. But I love that. I mean, in my personal favorite, I like Halloween better, or Nightmare, or Friday the 13th. I don't know. I love slasher horror movies. They're just awesome. The more gore, the better, and the more horror, the better. But my personal favorite, packages. My personal favorite of horror movies, or just movies in general, is the Evil Dead movies. From Evil Dead to Army of Darkness to the remake of Evil Dead. I know Ash wasn't in the remake, but I love how they referenced it, where that girl got her hand ripped. Was it a Jeep? Her hand got ripped off by that Jeep. I'm just like, ugh, her hand looks like rubber. Because I remember one day, me and an old friend, you've seen him before, Victor, if you look at my first, I don't remember if it was my first I think it was my first Ghost Pepper Challenge video, I'm not sure. But he put it on eggs and stuff. Anyways, we ordered that from Redbox one day, and this is when I used to live in one of my old houses. We ordered it from Redbox, and I'm watching that, I ain't finished, I'm just like, holy shit, this is my new favorite movie. I love how they reference Ash with the chainsaw hand. And the one demonic chick, she was like, I will eat your soul. And then she takes the chainsaw, eat this bitch. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Fucking awesome. I mean, it's really hard to find movies that are the remakes that are better than the originals. Not saying that that's better than the originals. I mean, I'm saying I fucking love the originals. But that movie was awesome. It has a special place in my heart. But there's another one of my favorite movies. You guys might hate on me for this, because when I was younger, everybody used to say, this movie sucks, why do you like it, or whatever. Well, they say it to me, I've read stuff online about it. And I'm thinking when I'm younger, why do you hate this? This movie's awesome. I used to watch it on VHS all the time. Yes, I watched it on VHS for all of you who don't know what it is. I watched them when I was really younger. Probably people who are my age don't even know what VHS is. And I'm 17, by the way, if you don't know. I used to have this TV with the VHS thing in. I used to have a VHS on its own. I think at one point I had a VHS DVD player combo. But everybody used to say, like, this movie had very bad CGI, not CGI, like graphics and stuff. And I'm watching when I was younger. How can you say that's bad? This is awesome. I watch it today. I can see why people say it now. Now that I have a better knowledge and better mindset of what better graphics look like and better acting is, or voice acting in general, I can get a better appreciation for it. Am I going to time? Yeah. Appreciation for it. I've watched this movie about, when I was younger, probably over 100 times. I would watch it every time. Don't make fun of me, but I would always get teary-eyed at the ending of this movie. Childhood memories. Anyways, it is the movie Final Fantasy Spirits Within. I just recently bought it, I have to say, a few months ago. I would show you the cover of it, but I honestly have no clue. Let me see if I can find it. I honestly have no clue where it's at. If I can find it, I'll show you it in the next video. I can't find it right now. Close, am I still in frame? Yep, everything's good. But I remember watching so many times that I was younger, and I lost the VHS. I was so sad and devastated, and I lost all my VHS. It's like I remember watching the Jimmy Neutron movie where their parents get abducted and they do the chicken dance. I remember watching Blue's Clues on VHS. I remember that VHS perfectly because it was orange. It stood out from all of my other ones, and it was orange. But oh, excuse me. And I remember many years later, I went to a buybacks, if you guys know what that is. I went to a buybacks one day with my mentor, whatever, / boss, I would say. And then I'm looking through movies. I walk past them, catch them, I walk backwards. I'm just like this. This isn't the movie, it's the Star Wars disc. I'm just like this. This is mine. I'm gonna take this. It's mine now. It's mine. I don't care what it was. Immediately grabbed it, and I also bought God of War that day. Oh, my other favorite genre of movies. Or not genre, but obviously I love Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. I've loved Star Wars ever since I was a baby. Like, I remember my grandma told me I used to love Star Wars so much when I was younger. This is one before I seen it. The first time I ever watched Star Wars, I was 8 years old. Yeah, first time I ever watched it. Then I didn't watch it for many years later. Then I just had a big-ass marathon with them all, because I got it for Easter or whatever, and I watched them all. I had them, like, on bootleg and stuff, but I never really watched it, because I don't think they really worked, because they look scratched up to all living hell. But I grew up on stuff like that. I'm obsessed with Star Wars. I mean, I would show you it, but my bed's blocking it. I have a whole Star Wars collection sitting on my dresser. My uncle's right there, if you guys can see that. You guys see him? Hi, David. Hi. I don't even know if you can see him. I don't even know if he was in frame. But anyways, let's talk about, alright, movies. I remember, I'll never get tired of Star Wars. I actually started a Star Wars marathon again last week, and I forgot to watch the final two. I still have to watch episodes 6 and 7. I'm probably going to do that tonight or tomorrow. But tonight, I'm going to be watching Carrie with him. The remake of Carrie, anyways. I don't have the original. I'm so sad. I don't have the original. One of these days, I want to have, like, a horror movie marathon from all the slashers to all of, like, Stephen King. Oh, my God. Stephen King is my fucking favorite author. He is amazing. I love his work. Even though I really haven't... I mean, I've read, like, parts of his stories before, but I haven't read, like, full-fledged of it. From what the movies that I've seen, though, if it comes from the mind of Stephen King, you know it's going to be fucking amazing. My favorite Stephen King movie, or just Stephen King's story in general, it would either have to be The Shining or Cujo. I remember there was a Stephen King marathon going on some channel, I don't remember, many years ago, and I watched Cujo and I watched The Shining. I didn't finish watching The Shining. I didn't watch like the last 10 or 20 minutes of it because I got tired and I was passing out, so I just turned it off. I need to rewatch it. Remember the first time I wanted to watch it, I'm young, naive, and stupid, and stubborn. Somebody told me it was like 4 hours long or whatever, really long. I was like, nah, screw it, I'm not going to watch it. And many years later, I watched it, I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing, I love this movie. You see, I get so into stuff, like I'll start talking about one thing and just go on and on and on and on without even realizing, whoops, I probably annoy the shit out of you guys, but I know this is like a sit down and talk sessions where we take a break from the games. I always forget I have an intro to this. I keep on forgetting. I have to write down the intro. I remember it is such as, welcome back to Showtime with DINO. It's time to sit back, relax, forget all about the bullshit in the world. I want you guys to forget all about the bullshit, because that's why I do these little sessions, like, once a month. I'm starting to try to do it every 2 weeks. But, if you guys have any suggestions of what you want me to talk about, leave a comment below. If you guys want me to talk about anything, could be something simple, could be about politics, whatever, even though I fucking hate politics. I find them kind of boring, but that video would probably be very short. But, anyways, I might end this one here. How long have I been doing this? Have I been doing this long enough? Yeah, I've been going on long enough. I'm trying to make these ones short, like somewhere between 10 and 11, 10 or 13 minutes. Sometimes I go over, sometimes I don't. It's different every time. But, oh yeah, forgot to say another thing. I love superhero movies. I get so giggity. Alright. I can't do that fast. I go giggity. Oh, it sounds like I'm tripping over my words. If my feet were my words, I'd be the clumsiest person ever if I try to say giggity like how Quagmire does. I just fuck up every time. Anyways, I love superhero movies. You should have seen me when I saw, well, actually you did see me when I actually did a reaction video of me watching the Civil War trailer. I'm not going to go back to reaction videos. In my opinion, I mean, after I made that video, I'm thinking, what's the point of doing reaction videos? It's like, in my opinion now, after I did my last reaction video, it's kind of like a cheap way to get views or whatever, because you're pretty much using somebody else's video in your own content, and I apologize for that. I kind of regret doing those videos, but I'm not going to delete them. I enjoyed them, but I'm not going to be doing them again. The only way I would be doing a reaction video, well, actually, I wouldn't be doing a reaction video. What am I talking about? But I love superhero movies. Every time when I was watching the Batman vs. Superman trailer, I geeked out. When I watched the Suicide Squad trailer, I geeked out. When I was watching Batman vs. Superman, so every time I go to see a superhero movie in theaters, I feel like I'm a 5-year-old boy. Like I'm just a 5-year-old kid. Actually, I've had one person say this to me, and I say it to myself all the time. I am a 10-year-old trapped in a 17-year-old's body. You better get that through your fucking head, Jimmy. You know who I'm talking to, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I don't even know if anybody named Jimmy watches this. Anyways, did I just go over when I said I was gonna stop? Yeah, I did. See? I get so into it. But my favorite superhero movie. You can't make me choose. You just can't make me choose. Oh, when I remember seeing a list of all the Marvel movies coming out, or just movies in general, and I thought they were going to stop at the year 2020. Nope, they're exceeding over, it's 2023, I think that's what I saw. And I saw they were doing a Winter Soldier movie, Nova movie. I don't know much about Nova, but I still want to learn about him. I need to read some of his comics, or I need to just read a bunch about Nova. More Guardians of the Galaxy stuff like that. I'm just sitting there like, I'm sitting there, I have my parents, I'm on my Facebook, I'm just like this. Like trying so hard not to just like jump up and down seeing, and the second I saw the Winter Soldier, they're making, I hope this is true, they're making a Winter Soldier movie. Oh my god, I'm going to spend all of the monies just to see it about 1,000 times. Oh my fucking god, I love Sebastian as the Winter Soldier. What I love about the Marvel movies, they never miscast, no matter what. People were trying to say like Tom Holland was going to be a bad Spider-Man. At first I was thinking of it, but then I didn't know who he was at first. At first I started learning more about him, then I'm thinking, okay, he might be an awesome Spider-Man. Went to go see Civil War. I'm sitting there like, holy fuck, he is the best live-action Spider-Man I have ever seen. They never miscast no matter what. They are taking some small celebrities and just making them bigger with these movies. Like Tom Holland, for instance. Hang on. Sorry. What's my time on this? Screw it. I'll just keep talking about it. Okay, but They never miscast, which I really fucking love with it. And I think that's what the DCCU is also doing. They're not miscasting. I love how they cast I don't know how to pronounce her name properly. The person who plays the new Harley Quinn. She seems like a really good Harley Quinn. Ben Affleck, when I first heard him as Batman, I was having some second thoughts, and I saw more pictures, and I'm thinking, him as Batman reminds me so much of the animated series. I've actually seen, like, pictures of Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, and then the animated series as Bruce. It kind of looks very similar. I've seen a picture of, like, the Arkham Knight game, like, a cut down in the middle of the Batman. Like, this side was the Batman from Arkham Asylum. This side was Ben Affleck Batman. It took me a minute to tell the difference. The only difference I was able to tell is the line down the middle, because he's just perfect as him. I love him as Batman. He was kind of weird as Daredevil, though. Wait, since he played both Daredevil and Batman, wouldn't that make him a blind bat? Just a thought. But anyways, as I was saying, like, it's like Marvel doesn't care who plays them as long as they look like them. Like how they were gonna have Tom Cruise play Iron Man at some point. I'm thinking that would have been a very shitty role, but then they went with Robert Downey Jr., which I fucking loved. And I remember watching Iron Man in the theater with my mom, I think. Oh my god, second I heard that guitar in the end, just doo-doo. I just, wait a minute. Fuck, I dropped everything. Okay, I'm just gonna finish off the video like this. Give me a second, fuck it. I'm gonna finish off the video like this, okay? I have a hair! I don't care, but... Anyways, it's like, they don't care who it is as long as they look exactly like them. Like Tom Holland, for example, he's fucking perfect as him. He may sound young for Spider-Man, but he's an amazing Peter Parker. Oh, my throat's kind of dry. I should have done this here in a second. But they're just taking random actors. I mean, like for instance, I don't know if you can see it in the background. That Ant-Man. They casted him. When I first saw it, I'm thinking, wait, that's not Hank Pym. Then I learned it was Scott Lang. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. They took a comedic actor, put him into an action movie. I fucking love what they did that. That's how you know that they did not care who played him as long as he looked like him. He is an amazing Ant-Man for Scott Lang. I loved who they had play Hank Pym. I don't remember his name, but same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pratt. That's when I knew that Marvel was trying to get serious with these movies. Because they took from Parks and Recreation, you know from that. They took I'm going to reference apart from this. They took a guy who got excited from getting bitch slapped by a girl, and they put him into a big-ass action movie that did really well in my opinion. That's how you know they're doing awesome with this. And I gotta give congrats to Marvel. They're making some of the best fucking movies out there. I know that DC makes more money from it. Just saying, like, the first Marvel movie and the second Marvel movie compared to the first DCCU movie to the second DCCU movie, DC did better in the box office, like the opening weekend. But I'm really proud of these movies. I can't wait to see till it finishes. It's like when I watch a show. I don't want it to finish, but I want to see how it ends. Who else can relate to that? Like, you're playing a video game, watching a movie or show. So you're like, man, I don't want this to end. But you're thinking, I wonder what the ending's going to be. Then the ending happens, you're just left there. And you're just left there and just like, what do I do now? Anyways, man, this one's been good. I may have did this way too far. I'm gonna do the outro with the Iron Man mask. Well, I should probably end this episode here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. And don't forget, you guys, don't be afraid to be who you really